this lane, you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. They put me in, so I'm going in. You play for fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition.
Some might say it's cold, others, like myself and my partner, we say this is football weather as we welcome you to chilly M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Ready to rock and roll, here's Jonathan Garibay. And we are underway in the final game of a busy Sunday. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On second down, Etienne once more. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This defense for the Steelers, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now back to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd.
Here we go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. They'll wind up getting 7. And that's going to make it 4th down. Able to get the completion, but unfortunately not able to get the 3rd down conversion there on that play.
And I like how the defense approached that one. They knew where the 1st down marker was, and they decide whatever you want to have, you can. You're just not going to get the 1st down. Excellent tackling right there.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now we get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Taken down at the 30. The Ravens at 10-5 to start play. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Able to find Lazard. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And they'll run with Etienne. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Got it open there. It's Pickens. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a Steelers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Ready. And cycle.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
Pickens on the slant.
And some room to maneuver.
On the move past the 40.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Number 38.
Back to throw again.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Right, 50.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Completes this one to Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens.
With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's going to go down again. T.J. Watt in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
No, we changed it. 13. No.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
On the set.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
Right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
2nd and 4. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play to put points on the board for their team.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Ready, break.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Ultra.
2nd and 9 now. That's swung out wide to Harris. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw here.
Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 40. Back to throw here. That is caught by Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Shot, 17. Ultra, go ultra.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
It completes it once more to Anderson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Steal, steal. Ready?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And the Steelers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, as the first half is winding down.
And the Steelers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
And that is incomplete.
Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one. So now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will be a touchback. No return from Isabella. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, cross field.
They'll run again with Harris. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Number 38. Check back.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it left side of Johnson.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Ready.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Right, 60.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Drill, 52. Let's go.
On the give, this is Harris. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Runs over it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris.
Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Steelers are going to take the lead.
Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead is now 21-14.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked up by Richie Grant.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where, in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready? Now back to throw. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Robbie Anderson, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead now up to 14.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
On second down, Etienne once more.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Jackson. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 yards for number 11.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive. And they're off to a fast start here.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 49 yards.
And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, trying to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
69 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Set, ready. Black set. Hey, read.
to throw.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets it complete to Harris.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Play action. Now Jackson. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 29 yards.
And the Ravens are back within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, no return from Isabella.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dallas Goedert, 59 yards.
And the Steelers are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead now up to 14.
Garibay back out there now to send this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense...
That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Etienne. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and going. We are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These 2 teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25.
Okay, right.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Looking to throw.
connected with Johnson. And he is out of bounds, so a spectacular start. One play, and they're up past the 40.
23 yards the pickup there.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw.
He's got this to Pickens. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Let's go.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So in a teaching moment here, overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson, he's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Explosion plays always break the back of a defense, and overtime to put them in the red zone, that was huge.
I like your description there, because when you get an explosion play, now people are really scrambling on defense. Now they're looking to each other. Who's going to step up? Who's going to make the play? Offensive guys have the momentum. Now they're in the red zone. They've got to be thinking attack, trying to get it into the end zone.
74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Hey.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 11-5 now with 1 week remaining.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something about Benz looking